There were no errors, one runner left on base. 19 pitch count. Pitch count of 19. State Farm is the proud Jersey logo sponsor of Maverick Baseball.
Welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Northwest Regional Tournament 2017 here in Missoula, Montana. We apologize for the late start here. We had some technical difficulties at the top, but we got them resolved and we are ready to go to get you this game. Hi, my name is Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, and I'm joined by my colleague, Zach Allen, as we are set to go here.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
It's going to be a good one. Here, right now we're at the bottom of the first inning, and it's 1-0 Yakima Valley. We've got Yakima Valley and Lewiston, Idaho. We'll go ahead and get into those starting lineups for you in just a moment as we get things squared away. We're between innings here at Ogren Park Allegiance Field in Missoula, Montana. We had a nice little banquet last night with all the teams joining in, and it's been a good one here so far. Yakima Valley warming up on the mound for Yakima Valley. That would be Xander Orudos, and he's getting warm and set to go there on the mound. The first up for Lewiston is number 11, the shortstop, Riley Way. We'll go ahead and break down those starting lineups for you as we go here. Number 23, the center fielder, Alex Light, will be in the on-deck circle. So just a moment here as Way gets ready to go. Way, a right-handed batter, he settles in. Here's the pitch. That one's low for strike one. Pitch number 2 evens it out at 1. In the first inning, Yakima was able to load the bases up. Here's the pitch, and then they would get one. This one's hit out into right field. A nice floater out there, and it's going to be caught for out number 1.
Yeah, Idaho was able to get themselves out of the jam. A nice double play. Fortunately, the RBI as well.
So that brings up number 23, Alex Light, the center fielder. At second base, we've got setting up in the on-deck circle, number 7, second baseman A.J. Davis. Here's the pitch by Orudos. That one's going to catch the plate for strike 1. The windup and the pitch. That one catches the plate. So Orudos pitching very well here to start out with. Luke White, the first baseman, number 25, is batting fourth. Number 20, third baseman, Jaden Phillips. This one's going to be bounced out to the second baseman. He'll pick it up in the dirt. The throw to first is there, but not in time, and the runner will get on, and Lewiston will have their first runner on base.
Second baseman number 7, A.J. Davis.
That brings us to the second baseman, number 7, A.J. Davis. Number 20, the third baseman, Jaden Phillips, bats in the fifth spot. Number 26, the catcher, Chase Atkinson, he will bat sixth. Number 10, the designated hitter, Danny Robinson, bats seventh. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be swung on. This one's got a 6 spin as it comes off the bat, and it's going to be caught in right field for out number 2. Just about the same spot where out number 1 came in.
First baseman number 25, Luke White.
Batting 8th is number 24, the right fielder, Chris Powell, and finishing it out, number 6, the left fielder, Colton Anderson. And that's your batting order for Lewiston. So Luke White steps in. Orudos checks the runner, and now the pitch. That one's going to slide outside for ball 1. Our umpires for game 1 here, Jeff Maxey from Greeley behind the plate, Eric Holden down first base from Yakima, and our very own Max Cannon from Missoula, Montana. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. 2-0 on the count. Here's the pitch. That one sketches the plate, and that will make it strike one. So a 2-1 count now for White. Now Zach White, the Lewiston Clark, they were in Missoula for the Memorial Tournament. That's going to swing and a miss for strike two. And they would actually, White would bang one over the fence for an RBI in that tournament. So he's got the power. 398 to center field here at Ogren Park. That one will be swung on, and they'll finish the inning out with a strike. So they'll get one on. They will leave him there, and it's 1-0 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
For that, a number of set-aside items are available.
Welcome to Access Fitness, where there's no initiation fees and no contracts. You just get results. With the top-of-the-line equipment to help you reach your fitness goals at your convenience, and 5 locations in western Montana cities, no matter where you venture, you can access your fitness home. Access Fitness is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can work out at your schedule. Access Fitness, no initiation fees, no contracts, just results. Access Fitness is a proud sponsor of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Ms. Prep Sports Heroes. Top of the second inning here at Ogren Park in Missoula, Montana. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen for Missoula Prep Sports Network. On the mound for Lewiston Clark is Wyatt Baldwin, and at the plate is number 11, Eric Towsley, and he is facing a 1-2 count here as he fouls that one off. He'll settle in. Left-handed batter. That one's going to be high. We'll even the count out at 2. Here's the pitch. That one's just a hair high. Makes it a full count at 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go straight up in the air. It's going to go foul over the third baseline netting here. It's a beautiful day here in Missoula. We've had smoke for the last couple of days, Zach, but last night for the banquet it seemed to blow out for us. They're going to go ahead and strike out the batter there, and Baldwin has a K.
Yeah, it's been rough the past 2 days with all this smoke. A lot of good firefighters doing a good job on that.
Thanks to our firefighters, we're blowing up everywhere across the nation in general. It's a pretty fiery season. At the plate now is number 10, right fielder Spencer Bailey, and he is facing a 2-0 count here with Baldwin. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike one, and that one looked like he was going for the fence there.
Yeah, that right field fence shorter, 287, got the high wall. It's definitely doable.
This one's going to be fouled straight up in the air over the first base dugout. Stays alive with an even count at 2. Yeah, 398 to center field, 287 down the right hand, and 309 down the left hand here at Ogren Park. Here's the pitch. That one's outside, and we move to a full count.
Ogren Park, one of the nicest fields in all of the Pioneer League. You got some nice fields in that league.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to foul up, and he'll stay alive. Yeah, Ogren Park is gorgeous right along the river here. Matt Ellis, the Ellis family with the Osprey organization, and the Diamondbacks have done a good job of putting this park together. And, it's the only, here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be hit out to shortstop, picked up in the dirt. The throw to first is there. He's got a hop for it, saves it, but doesn't get the tag, and that will put Bailey on base. That'll bring up number 6, Colton Moen, the catcher.
The catcher, number 6, Colton Moen.
But yeah, the interesting fact about this stadium is it's the Osprey are the only team in any sport that their mascot actually lives. Their natural habitat is within the stadium. We've got an osprey nest out here in right field.
Yeah, every once in a while you'll see it fly by.
Here's the pitch. That one's low and outside for ball one.
And it's a fun experience for all fans who can see that.
It is. It's an unbelievable experience here at Ogren Park. I mean, they do a great job here. It's more than just a baseball game when you come to the Osprey games. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Runner's going to go ahead and advance as the catcher's looking for it. And we'll have a 2-0 count here. 1-0 Washington on the Stitches scoreboard. Stitches, celebrate with a round of custom t-shirts for your friends, teammates, and employees. Stitches. Here's the pitch. Outside. It's going to catch the plate. We'll have strike one here for Moen. In the on deck, Mitchell Belton. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to foul off over the first base dugout. And we've got an even count at 2. They've got the general admission seating down the right-hand side that's in the grass. It's a lot of fun to go to for the Osprey games to sit down the third base line there in the grass. They've got a nice little barbecue deck that they had the banquet on last night. Had a great banquet last night. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to bounce. Shortstop's not going to be able to glove it. They'll go ahead and hold the runner at third. And Yakima, with one out here, has runners on the corner, Zach.
It's a hot start for Yakima. First inning, loading up the bases. Now 2 runners on base. See if they can capitalize.
Left fielder, number 20, Mitchell Dalton.
That brings up number 20, Mitchell Dalton, the left fielder.
These two teams with some of the shortest trips over here.
Yeah, we've got Alaska, Hawaii, Washington, Oregon, Idaho. Runner's going to come down the third base line. Bunt is up. It bounces in front. The runner comes home, and the pitcher, Baldwin, not able to get the ball down the line, and Yakima takes a 2-0 lead here on the Stitches scoreboard. That brings us to the top of the batting order. Number 14, Bryce
Number 14,
Hegelson.
Bryce Helgeson.
Hegelson with a run and a hit in his last opportunity at bat. He'll settle in. Runners at first and second with one out here. Baldwin with the windup. This one's going to be fouled off for strike one. Wyatt Baldwin on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound. Cunningham Law Office, an experienced family law attorney serving Missoula and western Montana. Here's the pitch. That'll be outside, and we'll have an even count at 1 here for Hegelson. Settling in, the 12:30 game. That'll be coming up here very soon. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit out past the first baseman into right field. Picked up, and the runner will hold. And with one out here, nope, the runners are going to go ahead and come down the line. They throw to, nope, he's going to hold on to it. And another runner scores here. And Washington takes a 2-0 or 3-0 lead here. In the top of the second, with runners at first and third and one out. That'll bring us to the shortstop, Dak Archer, number 5. Archer adjusting the dirt in the batter's box. Batter's box presented by Hockey Wolf. Hockey and Lacrosse Wolf, Missoula's home for extreme sports. Hockey Wolf of Missoula. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be low, but they're going to say strike. And Baldwin seems to be getting into his zone here now. Here's Baldwin, sets, checks the runners, and now the pitch. This one will be swung on and missed for strike 2. Wind picking up here, going from first to third. The American flag waving at us in center field out there. Baldwin will check the runner at first, and now the pitch. That one's outside on the left-handed batter. Makes it 1-2 on the count. Archer, 0 for in his first opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt, evens the count out at 2. Baldwin waiting for the pitch. Colton, or I apologize. Chase Atkinson behind the plate. Runner looks like he's going to go at first. This one's fouled off in the netting, and Archer will stay alive with an even count at 2.
Fortunate to have that netting there.
Yeah, it is. They still hop over though.
Yeah.
They'll get in here.
It's a scary. It's really scary when the ball comes back. I'm not gonna lie.
It is. We'll have Taylor Featherman in here for the afternoon games, and he's a little gun shy. This one's going to be hit out into right field. Runner will come home from third, and Archer will get on, and it's 4-1 now. Washington in charge. That'll bring up Justin Vanderbrake, number 2, the third baseman. And that's going to prompt a conversation on the mound here. Make sure Baldwin's checked in. Now, you know, Zach, takes a lot to put one of these productions together here with the streaming services here. And, you know, if there's anybody out there that would like to help out, do a donation, just get a hold of us by simply going to Missoula Prep Sports Network's website, mpsn406.com, and just send us an email let us know of anybody that might want to pitch in a donation to help out with the cost of the production. We came up $150 short of being able to get a new camera for the production so we can have a little better visual view for our listeners, but you know, we'll get things squared away. We're a new company starting up and just trying to get things going here. The important thing here, Zach, is that we're all about with the kids here and trying to promote them, and that's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, it's a great experience to have them be able to be on a live stream and be broadcasted. It's just, you know, it's a huge tournament for a lot of these kids. It will be a great memory for a lot of them to have.
First pitch to Vanderbrake is a strike. You know, and that's the, you know, there's so many parents that don't get to make it to the road games, and that's the important thing, is that the parents are able to see these games, and that's what we wanted to do. That pitch is going to be high, and leaving the count out at 1 is you just give the ability that the parents that aren't able to travel, especially, you know, Hawaii and Alaska is a long ways to go.
Oh, yeah.
Hawaii, they actually flew in yesterday to Seattle and then to Spokane, and then they bussed them from Spokane over to here. And from what I understand, Alaska had a long trip as well. That pitch is outside, makes it a 2-1 count. They actually, from what I understand, left Juneau at 2 in the morning yesterday at Juneau time, or maybe it was 3 in the morning, the coach was saying, and they got in here late in the afternoon yesterday in Missoula. So here's the pitch outside, and that's just the players. Who knows, you know, when the fans are going to start strewing in here that are able to travel, but we wanted to give the opportunity for the fans that couldn't travel be able to cheer on their sports heroes. And that's what I call them, Zach. They're our local sports heroes, and that's, you know, there's no better way to say it.
Oh, definitely. A lot of these towns, they don't have professional, they don't have college, so it's nice to you know, be able to focus on a lot of these Legion kids.
That one's going to be outside, and we'll walk the batter, load the bases up with 1 out here, and that's going to put Colt Dietrich in the box. No, that's Arudos. I got ahead of myself here. Down the third base line, swung on, picked up in left field. Runner will go home, and the bases will stay loaded. And we move to a 4-0 lead here for Yakima. And head coach, looks like we might have a pitching change. Yep, number 10 is coming out for Lewiston. Don't have him on my sheet, but we'll get it squared away. So We'll step aside for 60 seconds here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network as the new pitcher is warming up.
For over 30 years, Garden of Reading has passionately pursued to aid Missoula's area churches in their mission to evangelize the surrounding areas. Garden of Reading has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop in to visit their full-service coffee bar and luscious homemade fudge. Shop their online store and get free shipping on orders of $69 or more. Visit them at www.shopgardenofreading.com or stop by their store at 2621 Brooks. Garden of Reading is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports and the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Northwest Regional Tournament 2017. Game 1 as we are underway here. The Yakima Valley, Washington versus Lewiston, Idaho. And we've got a new pitcher on the mound. We're going to slide Luke White from first base, and he's going to stand on the mound. And Wyatt Baldwin will slide over to first. And our batter in the box now is Colt Dietrich. Dietrich will step in, a 1 out, loaded bases. Here's the pitch. Danny Robinson went to first base. Here's the pitch. That's why Robinson came out. So Robinson is no longer the designated hitter. This one will be swung on. It's going to go deep into center field, backing up in there, and he's got it in. The runner's going to come down the line. We'll have another score from third, and runners advance from first to second, and second to third. And now we're up 5-0 on the Stitches scoreboard here in Missoula, top of the second. Now, Zach, we're going to play 9 innings here for the tournament, but in 7 innings, if there's a 10-run lead, game's over. Eric Towsley will come to the plate now. Here's the pitch. Bunt laid down the first base line. They say that it is foul, and everybody will have to retake their bases. Umpire Jeff Maxey took his time calling that one down the line. So 6-0 here on the Stitches scoreboard. And settling in is Towsley. Here's the pitch by White. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the left-handed batter for strike 1. White's got a lot of talent. We've had the experience of watching him the last 2 seasons as he's come into Missoula for the Mavericks tournaments here. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed, and they'll finish the inning with a K. So they'll score 5, they'll leave 2, and it's 6-0 on the Stitches scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has the news on Missoula and surrounding communities' sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Follow us on Twitter at MPSN406. MPSN406.com, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to Ogren Park, Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have coverage of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. First game, Yakima Valley, Washington versus Lewiston, Idaho. And bottom of the second inning, Yakima leads 6-0 on the Stitches scoreboard. Want to welcome everybody in that is watching on the World Wide Web. Don't forget, if you are connected to your computer, you can take the game on the go. Just search for the Missoula Prep Sports Network app in the iTunes and Google Play App Store. Just search Missoula Prep Sports Network and take the game on the go with you. First pitch for our batter here, Jaden Phillips, the third baseman, number 20. And he has an even count at 1 here. Fans moving into the stadium here. It's a beautiful day. The smoke's cleared out. We've got a breeze coming on. It's actually moving straight at us here now. Was going first to third, but the smoke cleared out, and we're going to have gorgeous baseball here today in Missoula.
We're fortunate to have that. It's been near 90s, 100 degrees past few weeks, so it's definitely nice to get a cooler day for these baseball games.
That one's fouled down the third base line to even the count out at 2 for Phillips. On the mound for Yakima is Xander Orudos. This one's going to be hit deep, high into center field, and picking it off is Bryce Hegelson. That'll be out number 1. Lewiston trying to find their bats here. Yakima's been able to do very well. They've loaded the bases up in the first 2 innings. That'll bring us to number 26, Chase Atkinson. He is the catcher. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be fouled off into the netting down the first base line. Almost took out the bird that was sitting on the netting there. We had a light get hit this weekend in Bozeman at the Montana-Alberta State Tournament. Here's the pitch. That one's high. Evens the count out at 1. Up above the first base line, the first set of lighting there fouled off right into a bulb, and it rained down on the Billings Royals dugout.
Wow.
2-1 on the count as that one was inside on the right-handed batter.
It's an expensive foul ball for sure.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. That pitch will catch the plate, and we'll go to an even count at 2.
Like if it was a home run, that would definitely be like the coolest thing, probably. I'd pay good money to see that.
And Atkinson is struck out. That'll bring up number 10, Danny Robinson, who's slid over from the DH spot into over to first base when the Twins had their pitching change. Here's the pitch by Aruda. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 outs here. Bottom of the second. Washington leads Idaho 6-0. The 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. On the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound is Xander Orudos, and in the Hockey Wolf batter's box is Robinson. Here's the pitch. Outside. Makes it 2-1 on the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go foul down the third base line, high up over the concession stands down the third base line here. Orudos. Here's the pitch. That one's outside, and we go to a full count now at 3-2. In the on deck, number 24, Chris Powell. Somewhat familiar with these Twins as they've been here. This one's going to be hit off the end of the bat, deep into center field, and it'll be picked off to end the inning. So the Twins will go 1, 2, 3 and end the inning. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the I Fly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at I Fly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow I Fly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. I Fly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen here with the coverage at Ogren Park at Allegiance Field. We've got a good one going on here. The Yakima Valley and Lewiston, and right now Yakima Valley at the top of the third is up 6-0. Here's the pitch by White. That one's high and up over the head of everybody for ball one. Our umpires behind the plate, Jeff Maxey from Greeley. Down the first baseline, Eric Holden of Yakima, and Missoula's very own Max Cannon down third base. Here's the pitch by White. That one's going to be inside. We go to a 3-0 count here. Luke White on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound. Here's the pitch. That one's inside, and they go ahead and walk the batter, number 10, Spencer Bailey. That'll bring up number 6, Colton Moen for Yakima. With a 9-inning game, if Lewiston can have a good defensive inning, they might be able to find strides to get into it here. That one's going to be bunted down, picked up by White. He'll throw to first. That'll be the out, but the sac bunt has done what it needed to do, and the runner's at second.
That's the beauty of baseball. There's no time limit. You can basically come back from anything.
Mitchell Belton, number 20, comes to the plate with one out here and a runner at second. So Belton with a run, an RBI. Here's the pitch and a hit, his first opportunity at bat. First pitch is inside on Belton. Here's the pitch by White. That one catches the plate and leaving the count out at 1. One out here, runner at second for Yakima. 6-0 on the Stitches scoreboard here in the top of the third. White with the pitch. This one will be hit foul down the first baseline, and we'll have a 1-2 count here. Lewiston settles in. White ready for the pitch. Checks the runner at second. 2-step lead out there for Bailey, and that pitch will even it out at 2. I want to welcome in all of our fans from Yakima and Lewiston that are tuning in to the broadcast. You are the ones that are making these players feel like the sports heroes they are. This one's fouled off into the netting, and the batter will stay alive with an even count at 2. These young men work so hard. They appreciate the fact that you're tuning in and cheering them on. Belton settles back in. Even count at 2, runner at second. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Runner will hold at second as Atkinson reels it in. White settles. Bailey, 2-step lead out at second. Here's the hit. This one's going to be fouled down the first base line, and the batter stays alive with a full count at 3-2. One out here, top of the third. Yakima leads 6-1, and it was a second inning that really they would go out in the first inning. Yakima would and load the bases up and earn a run. They do it again and really put it on in the second here. Here's the pitch, and they'll go ahead and walk the batter to put runners at first and second. That'll bring us to the top of the batting order for Yakima. Bryce Hegelson.
Number 14, Bryce Helgeson.
Right-handed batter. And it looks like I pushed a button I shouldn't have. And I've got the wrong game here. This one's going to go ahead and stretch over the fence, and we've got a home run here, the first one of the tournament, as Hegelson will blast one over the fence with 2-run RBI, and he'll split this one wide open to make it 9-0.
That cleared it. There's not really a whole lot of doubt on that one.
No, that one there was no doubt. There's a probably a good 8-foot wall down the third base line. It's 309. That probably went out at about 325, and it was a good 8 feet above the wall out there.
Number 5, Dak Archer.
So that'll take us to the shortstop, number 5, Dak Archer.
Bryce Helgeson is having himself a day. 3 hits and 3 at-bats. Fair amount of RBIs on the day as well.
3 runs and 3 RBIs. He's loaded up here. First pitch is a ball. Second one will be swung on. Bounces out. Shortstop picks it up in the dirt. The throw to first. Cannon over, and it is there for out number 2.
Number 2, Justin.
That'll bring up number 2, Justin Vandebrake. And Washington really warming up their bats here. That pitch is a ball by White. And they've already taken care of the DH for Lewiston, so if we have any types of pitching changes, more than likely we'll see him down in the bullpen. 2-0 count here for Vandebrake. This one's going to be hit fair down the third baseline. It kisses the line all the way into the hole. It's got to be chased down, and the runner will stand up at second. Nice hit by Vandebrake. Now we've got the pitcher coming up here, Xander Orudos. And with 2 outs here, Yakima looks to keep the motion going. White settles on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one's high for ball 1. Colt Dietrich in the on deck for Yakima. The Access Fitness on deck circle. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the inside of the plate on the right-handed batter, evens it out at 1. 9-0 on the Stitches scoreboard here in the top of the third with 2 outs. Yakima in charge over Lewiston. Here's the pitch. Swung on. High floater. Deep into right field. Backing up and getting it to end the inning, so they will leave 1, they'll score 3, and Yakima takes a commanding lead, 9-0. Bottom of the third in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Stitches can handle your large-scale projects for your team, special event, or for your organization. With their on-site graphic artists and design support team, Stitches can help you turn your idea into a compelling logo. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Stitches, we make you look good.
Feel stuck to your computer when you're cheering on your Prep Sports hero when you can't make it to the game? Well, now you don't have to. The Missoula Prep Sports Network has the app for all of Missoula high school sports fans.
It doesn't get any better than this. This is the future.
Just search Missoula Prep Sports Network in either the iTunes or Google Play app stores and take the game on the go.
How fantastic is that?
Missoula Prep Sport Network knows that life is busy. You don't have time to sit by the computer. Download the app and take the game with you.
Welcome back to Ogren Park, Allegiance Field in Missoula, Montana. 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Chris Stratton and Zach Allen for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the third inning, and Yakima leads Lewiston 9-0 on the Stitches scoreboard. Leadoff batter for Lewiston here is number 24, Chris Powell. And he is the right fielder. First pitch is going to be outside by Xander Orudis. Orudis on the mound for Yakima. This one's going to be hit, bounced to the second baseman, and he's not able to juggle it, and the runner will get on off the air. That'll bring us to number 6, Colton Olson, the left fielder. So Olson will settle in here, left-handed batter. Runner at first, nobody out. Powell with a one-step lead. Orudis with the pitch. That one bunt's laid down. It's going to come out to Orudis. He'll throw it to first. The out is there at first, but the damage is done with the sac bunt, and the runner has advanced to second.
Number 11, Riley Way.
That'll swing us to the top of the batting order for Lewiston. Number 11, Riley Way, the shortstop. Way 0 for 1. Orudis has done a good job here. He's only allowed 1 hit on the day. Here's the pitch. That one's across the shins of Way. Way is a solid shortstop. I've just been impressed with his play when they played in the Memorial Tournament back in the middle of June. Did very well out there. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter. Evens the count out at 1. In the on deck is Alex Light. So Way settles in. Here's the pitch. In the dirt outside. Runner will hold at second. We've got a 2-1 count here with 1 out.
As you mentioned, you've seen these Twins teams play quite a bit over the years.
Yeah.
Probably other than the Mavericks, most team, or the team you're most comfortable with in this tournament.
Outside of the conference, yeah, in this tournament, Bozeman, they're doing very well too. Bozeman, the second team from Montana. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be fouled off the end of the bat. Evens the count out at 2. But yeah, you know, Bozeman, because the Mavericks are hosting the tournament, they get an automatic bid. So the second place team is the Bozeman Bucks. And I say second place because the Mavericks won the Montana-Alberta Conference on Sunday, 4-3 over Bozeman. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. And we'll have a full count at 3-2 with 1 out. Runner at second. And that's going to prompt a quick little meeting as the catcher, Colton Mullen, goes out to converse with Orudis to get him checked back in here. And Sunday would be a very long day for the Bozeman Bucks. They would play the Billings Royals in the semifinal game at 11. That game would go 3 hours and 25 minutes, Zach.
Wow.
They'd take a 45-minute break, and then the Maverick game would be another 2 hours and 40 minutes.
It's a long day.
It's a lot of baseball for them, for those young men to play, and they played very hard. Didn't leave anything on the field in the first game. That one's going to come off of the batter, and he'll get a free base. Runner at second's going to hold. He thought maybe that that was going to be a hit. So with 1 out here, Lewiston's got runners at first and second for the first time today. And that'll bring up the second baseman, number 7, A.J. Davis. And Zach, A.J. Davis has a heavy bat. He's got the ability to really get him out there. He, in the Memorial Tournament, he was able to pick up a couple of triples and a couple of doubles. So he's an intelligent batter.
He's got to have good base running knowledge as well with a few of those triples.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go foul up over the first baseline for strike 1. So with 1 out here in the bottom of the third, runners at first and second for Lewiston. They're down 9-0 on the Stitches scoreboard. Xander Orudos on the mound, right-handed pitcher. He'll step off the mound for a moment. Runners step away from their bases at first and second. That pitch, check swing, did not go, so they'll call it a ball, and we'll have an even count at 1. Orudo settles. We've already seen one pitching change by Lewiston right away in the first inning. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit foul into the barbecue deck down the first base line. You know, it's really great that they have that barbecue deck. That's where they had the banquet last night, Zach, and the Osprey, they do a good job of recognizing the nonprofit businesses here in Missoula. They bring them in and show them a good time out there on the party deck, and a lot of they do birthday parties and sports groups come out here. It's a lot of good stuff the Osprey do for this community. Foul ball is going to go into the dirt, rolls towards the third base dugout, and runners will advance on bases. So now, with one out here, Lewiston's got runners at second and third. Even count at 2 for Light. And in the on deck is Phillips.
Well, they are such a prominent member of the community. You know, they bring a lot of business into town with the Osprey, with the games, and just a lot of good that they do.
Yeah, when the Diamondbacks and the Ellis family brought the Osprey here, it was just a huge boost to this community. They make this community feel like it's their team. Here's the pitch, swung on. This one's going to go down the third base line. It's going to stay fair. The throw to first is there. Runners hold, and it'll be out number 2. And that'll bring us to A.J. Davis, number 7, the second baseman. So Davis will settle in. 0 for 1 on the day. 2 outs here, runners at second and third. Lewiston trying to break the scoreboard here and get on. First pitch is outside on the right-handed batter, catches the plate for strike 1. You're listening to the Northwest Regional Tournament on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Game 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This is going to bounce out. First baseman will pick it up, the pitch to first, and that will end the inning on the out. So they'll get 2 on, they'll leave them there, and Washington maintains a 9-0 lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Some changes in life are too painful to go through alone, and Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has the news on Missoula and surrounding communities' sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Follow us on Twitter at mpsn406. mpsn406.com, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to Missoula, Montana. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen with the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we've got continued coverage of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament hosted by the Missoula Mavericks. Throw to second base indicates the start of the inning, and leading off for Yakima Valley is number 32, Colt Dietrich. Yakima Valley, representing Washington, they lead the Lewis and Clark Twins of Idaho 9-0. On the Kyle Cunningham, or the Cunningham Law Office's pitcher's mound is Luke White. Here's the pitch, swung on. This one's going to go foul, and we'll have a even count at 1 here now.
Dietrich's got a lot of power to his bat. He last at bat hit it all the way out to the warning track out in center field for the long RBI.
Yes, he's got a very strong bat. Here's the pitch, catches the plate. We move to a 1-2 count now. This one's going to be bounced out to the second baseman. It'll have a funny hop out there at the fringe, and then it'll be throw to first for the out. We've had a hot summer here, but the Osprey have done a great job of maintaining their field.
Wouldn't be able to tell it by looking at it.
Number 11, Eric Towsley, will step to the plate now. Settle into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. First pitch is a strike. The windup and pitch. This one's going to be hit down the third base line. It's going to go foul. It just lands just a baseball width wide of the line. That was close. That would have been a nice little triple the way that one bounced in, and there's the corner in the gate there. The left fielder, Colt Olson, would have had a hard time reeling that one in.
That's a difficult corner to get the ball out of for sure.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go deep into right field. And tracking it down, not able to get it. It bounces, and the runner will get on. He's going to go ahead and advance to second on the missed throw. And Yakima back in business here with one out. That one was smartly hit out into right field. And Chris Powell trying to get out there, but just a hair short. That'll take us to number 10, Spencer Bailey. So White settles in. First pitch, low for ball one. White settles the pitch. That one's inside, makes it 2-0 on the count. Bailey 0 for 1, but has a pair of runs. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the inside of the plate. That's the zone White was looking for. We've got a 2-1 count now. White settles on the mound. Runner steps away from second. He's got a heavy two-step lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This is going to bounce over the pitcher's head. Picked up by the shortstop. The pat throw is gunned over to first. That'll be out number 2. But the runner advances to third with 2 outs here. And that'll take us to number 6, Colton Moen. (9-0) here in the top of the 4th on the Stitches scoreboard. Yakima in charge. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1 for Moen. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt outside. These young men on the field, they appreciate your support tuning in here. Our job is to make sure that you get that, so we wanted to bring this in for you. Here's the pitch. That one's high. We go to a 2-1 count.
A runner at third could be important come later in the game, as you mentioned, the 10-run rule in effect.
10 runs after 7. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And we even the count out at 2. Next game coming up at 12:30. Here's the pitch. That one's outside, and we go to a full count here with 2 outs. Lewiston's got to figure their bats out here. They had some progress in the last half inning, getting some runners on. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be bounced up. Pitcher will glove it, throw to first, and that will end the inning. So they'll get one on, they'll leave them there, and they'll maintain a 9-0 score on the Stitches scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The proud sponsor
Welcome to Access Fitness, where there's no initiation fees and no contracts. You just get results. With the top-of-the-line equipment to help you reach your fitness goals at your convenience and 5 locations in western Montana cities, no matter where you venture, you can access your fitness home. Access Fitness is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can work out at your schedule. Access Fitness, no initiation fees, no contracts, just results. Access Fitness is a proud sponsor of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Missoula, Montana. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have continued coverage of the Northwest Regional Tournament, 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Game 1 here, Yakima Valley versus Lewiston, Idaho. The Washington and Idaho representatives, and Washington in the lead here, 9-0. Bottom of the 4th inning. Zach, Lewiston was able to put a goose egg up on the scoreboard there for Yakima in the last half inning. Let's see what they can do offensively.
Yeah, solid defensive inning for them for sure.
And the pitcher, Luke White, in the Hockey Wolf batter's box. On the mound, on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound, is Xander Orudis. And this one's going to go foul into the batting cages behind the stadium here for the Osprey. 0-2 count. Ogren Park, Allegiance Field, is the home field for the Missoula Osprey. That pitch outside.
That was a long foul ball, that power that you mentioned earlier. Definitely in effect.
He has a lot of power. He just unbelievable. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. The last game that they played in the tournament for the Memorial Tournament for the Missoula Mavericks, he would actually, the first time at bat in that game, and it was against I don't remember who it was, Bellevue Honda out of Washington. His first at bat, he would step up and slap a triple over the fence, and then a couple of at bats later, that's when he would actually hit the home run.
Wow, it's a good day, the triple and the home run.
They'll put White on with the walk, and that'll bring up Jaden Phillips, number 20. Yeah, and the way he hit it was the triple smacked off the wall just about 6 inches below the lip of the wall, and then the home run, he hit an exact same line down. Here's the pitch inside for ball 1.
You gotta have some speed also to be able to get the triple. As we mentioned last time we were together, triple's one of the hardest things to hit as a batter. You gotta have the power as well as the base running capabilities.
That one's gonna skinny down the third base line, and the runners will advance, and Lewiston's got runners on for the second time here. Sorry to cut you off there, but yeah, the triple, I mean, you've got to, the Mavericks, I know here in Missoula, and I'm sure every team does the same thing. We've got number 26, Chase Atkinson coming in, but you know, the Mavericks for tryouts and when they practice, they've got a timer. It's first to third, and then they've got first to home. Those are their metrics for time. And then they've got a home to home one as well. But the ones that they really look at is the home to third and then first to home. And Nick Jovetic, one of the all-stars for the Mavericks, he's got a faster first to home than he does a first to third. I mean, home to third.
Yeah, I feel like you get the better jump off of first. You're kind of prepared for it. You're basically just focused on running versus swinging as well.
That one's inside, and we'll even the count out at 1 here for Atkinson. In the on deck, Danny Robinson. But yeah, White, he can really hit the ball. I've been impressed with him the last couple of seasons, watching him when he comes to Missoula. It's always, you know, the Mavericks, they have their tournaments, and there's just a couple of teams that come on a regular basis. That pitch outside makes it 1-2 on the count. Lewiston's one that's been back a couple of times the last 2 years. Coeur d'Alene, Lumberman, they've come back a couple of times the last couple of years. Just a lot of fun to watch these. And it increases the competition level, too. Here's the pitch, low, and we'll even the count out at 2. But, you know, and the high schools are starting to do it with their sports, with football and basketball as well. They're bringing in or going to Washington, the western cities here. I know for a while the eastern Montana cities have been going into North Dakota, and Billings, they've been playing some Wyoming teams to kind of increase the competition. Here's the pitch. That one's a high bomber out into right field, and the runners will hold, and that'll be out.
Well, Montana, they've had some good some pre-tournament tournaments. Billings, I know they have a pretty solid tournament. They bring in teams from like Colorado, Washington, Idaho, and the tournament Missoula hosts Oregon, Washington, Idaho teams as well.
So that brings up number 10, Danny Robinson, with one out here. Runners at first and second for the Twins. Number 24, Chris Powell in the on deck.
And it also gives the teams an opportunity to meet these teams before they play in the Northwest Regional Tournament.
Yeah, you're a Laurel boy.
Yeah.
So you're kind of somewhat familiar with the Royals and the Scarlets. Kind of know what's going on with what they have with baseball over there.
Yeah. No, they've had some success in the past.
Here's the pitch. That one's low. Makes it 2-1 on the count. Runners at first and second with one out here. Bottom of the fourth. Yakima leads on the Stitches scoreboard 9-0. Lewiston trying to get something squeezed out here. They do have the 10-run rule in 7. We're playing 9 innings here for the tournament. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to pop up in the air. Float there for a moment. Center fielder will come in, and he'll get it for out number 2, and the runners will hold at first and second.
In both of these cities, they have tremendous baseball history. Lewiston, home of Lewis and Clark State.
Yep.
Coming off a World Series championship, I believe. I think it was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
NAI level in Yakima, they've produced some MLB caliber players with their community college over the past few years.
That'll bring us Chris Powell, number 24, and Colt Olson will go to the Access Fitness on deck. Here's the pitch. High. Runners at first and second here. Bottom of the fourth. 2 outs for Lewiston. It's 9-0 on the Pepsi scoreboard. Game number 2 coming up here at 12:30. And I'll check my roster here to let you guys know who's playing. You can go to the Northwest Regional Tournament website and get the bracket, find out all the information, see what the kids are doing here in Missoula, what they have around. Just go to www.nwregionalmissoula.com and you can get all of that information. Paul Sopko, Bill Dahlgren, and Matt Ellis doing a great job of putting things together here for this tournament. That pitch is going to even it out at 1 for Powell. And you know, Zach, this tournament was started to really honor somebody that has done great things here in the Missoula community for not just baseball, Legion Baseball, but for sports in general. Dale Dahlgren, who the complex of the Mavericks play at, is named after the Dale Dahlgren Sports Complex out there off of South Avenue behind Big Sky High School.
Yeah, that field is, we were out there last time, it's a tremendous field. It's a bit even bigger than Ogren.
Yeah, it's deeper in center field. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit out into center field. Little hop over second base. They're going to go ahead and bring a runner around from second. The throw to home is wide, and the Twins are on the board. Runners will advance from first, sliding into third and safe. And with 2 outs here, the Twins get on the board with White crossing the plate, and it's 9-1 on the Stitches scoreboard, Yakima. And that'll bring us to number 6, Colt Olson.
Number 6, Colt Olson.
And the on deck is Riley Way. So Lewiston, you know, they're not a team that's going to stay down. They're going to fight for it from what I've seen in the last couple of seasons, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Foul. That one's going to land over by the Osprey clubhouse.
They've been able to put together a pretty nice rally here in the bottom of the fourth. Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. It's kind of hard to see the scoreboard out there as the sun comes across. This one's going to be fouled up over the top, and it's going to land right outside the press box here. Makes it 0-2 on the count with 2 outs. Runners at second and third.
As we mentioned earlier, that sun, that smoke, it's not exactly making for the best brightness combo.
No, but with the wind blowing straight at us, some of that smoke's going to be pushing the opposite direction here as we have a fire that is to the south of us here in Missoula in the Lolo National Forest that we can see a big plume of it coming over the mountain. The wind's blowing, so it's not blowing it into the smoke. That pitch is low, makes it 1-2 on the count.
That smoke's just been sitting the past few days. It's nice to get it away a little bit.
Orudos on the mound. He'll step off for a moment. Batter calls time. And Olson. Looking at Orudos, 3.2 innings pitched, 1 run off of 3 hits. This one's going to be hit out. Shortstop's going to pick it up in the dirt. He'll bobble it. The throw to first is there in time. And that will end the inning. So the Twins get on the board. They'll leave 2 on the base, and it's 9-1 Yakima. Top of the 5th and 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Stitches can handle your large-scale projects for your team, special event, or for your organization. With their on-site graphic artists and design support team, Stitches can help you turn your idea into a compelling logo. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super-friendly staff. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Stitches, we make you look good.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Prep Sports heroes. Welcome back to Ogren Park in Missoula, Montana, as we are here for the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. We, as in Chris Stratton and Zach Allen, for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We are in the top of the 5th inning here. Yakima leads Lewiston 9-1 on the Stitches scoreboard. Lewiston would get into it in the last inning and earn a run. Leading off for Yakima, this one's going to be bounced out to the second baseman. He'll pick it up in the dirt. The throw to first is there, and that will be the out for Mitchell Belton. That'll bring us to the top of the batting order for Yakima. Bryce Hegelson, and his last at bat blasted one over the fence. He's got a homer on the tournament.
It's 3 hits, 3 at bats, 3 RBIs, 3 runs.
Racking it up here.
Yeah.
First pitch is low. We've got Luke White on the mound. He would come in halfway through the first inning. This one's going to be hit straight up in the air, floating out there in center field. Center fielder will race it in, and he'll get it in the glove for out number 1. What a play by the center fielder, Alex Light.
Covering a lot of ground on that play. That ball went straight up, and he had a lot of time to run underneath it.
That'll bring us to number 5, Dak Archer. So White allowed 3 runs off of 3 hits. The big tell on the story here for the game, though, was 3 errors for Lewiston and 2 for Washington. That pitch is inside. We go to a 2-0 count here for Archer. Those errors can really be an issue. So 3-0 count here for Archer now. Here's the pitch. That one goes in the dirt, and they'll walk Archer here with 1 out. That'll bring up number 2, Justin Van de Breek.
Number 2, Justin Van de Breek.
So Van de Breek, he'll step into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Here's the pitch. That one's low. Makes it ball 1. Let's see here. Struck out 1 batter, has White. All 3 runs have been earned. He'll settle in on the mound here. 2-0 count. 2 outs. That pitch will skin the plate. We'll make it strike 1. Dak Archer at first. He's got a step lead out there. He's playing the game out there, Zach. Archer is. He does a good job. That'll be a swing and a miss to even it out at 2. The throw down the line to first, but Archer back in time. It's always fun to watch the runners mess with the pitchers' heads out there. I mean, that's an entertaining part of the game of itself, and Archer does a good job of dancing out there to play with White's head.
Oh yeah, no, it's tough to, when you're the pitcher, you have to focus on the batter and the base runner. It's a tough position to be put in.
Here's the pitch, swung on. This one's going to be hit out into left field. The batter will get on, and we'll have runners at first and second for Yakima with 2 outs here, and that will bring us to the pitcher, Xander Orudis. And that's going to prompt a meeting on the mound. We're going to have a pitching change here as coach is coming out with the glove, and they're going to go ahead and switch out. Looks like Danny Robinson's going to come in and pitch, and we'll have a change. So we'll step aside for 60 seconds while they let the new pitcher warm up right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome to Access Fitness, where there's no initiation fees and no contracts. You just get results. With the top-of-the-line equipment to help you reach your fitness goals at your convenience, and 5 locations in western Montana cities, no matter where you venture, you can access your fitness home. Access Fitness is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can work out at your schedule. Access Fitness, no initiation fees, no contracts, just results. Access Fitness is a proud sponsor of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament.
Some changes in life are too painful to go through alone, and Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
Welcome back to the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Thank you everyone for tuning in and supporting and cheering on these young men as they're trying to make their way to North Carolina.
Number 4.
That's where the Legion World Series will happen this year. That's kind of the home of the Legion World Series. And right now, Yakima leading Lewiston 9-1 on the Stitches scoreboard in the top of the 5th inning. Pitching change. Danny Robinson will slide from first base up onto the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound, and Luke White will go back to first where he started out on the game. That pitch is low for ball 1. Our batter in the Hockey Wolf batter's box is Xander Orudis, the pitcher for Yakima. 1-0 count, 2 outs, runners at first and second here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. That one catches the plate, evens the count out at 1. Colton Dietrich is in the on deck, the Access Fitness on deck circle. And Zach, we've got scouts here checking out these players. They were in last night for the banquet. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit right at the pitcher. It's going to roll out into center field. They're going to bring the runner around from second. The throw home is not there in time. Throw to second, and the runner gets back. And with 2 outs here, Yakima takes a 10-1 lead with runners at first and second.
Well, a lot of these teams best in their state. Well, they are the best in their state and their region, so it seems like a prime place to come scout a lot of these players.
Colt Dietrich, the first baseman, number 32, comes to the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Danny Robinson on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate for strike 1. 2 elimination game. And I've got to bring up that information so that we know what's going on here. Robinson settles on the mound. And now the pitch. And we'll even it out at 1. Robinson settles, runner at second. He's got a heavy 2-step lead out there, bouncing around his Archer. This one's going to be hit smartly into center field. Center fielder falls down, but he'll get it in the glove. So Yakima, they'll get 2 on. They'll leave them there, but they'll earn 1, and it will be 10-1 on the Stitches scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the bottom of the 5th inning right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 30 years, Garden of Eden has passionately pursued to aid Missoula's area churches in their mission to evangelize the surrounding areas. Garden of Eden has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop in to visit their full-service coffee bar and luscious homemade fudge. Shop their online store and get free shipping on orders of $69 or more. Visit them at www.shopgardenofreden.com or stop by their store at 2621 Brooks. Garden of Eden is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports and the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Ogren Park, Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the 5th inning here. 10-1. Yakima on the Stitches scoreboard. And leading off for Lewiston here is number 11, Riley Way. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1. So Way, 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Outside, on the plate. Evens the count out at 1. Yakima having big innings, the second and third. They would earn 5 in the second and 3 in the third. That would account for 8 of their 10 points out here out of the gate.
The Helgeson home run coming in the third. That was a big swing.
This one's going to be fouled off down the first base line, and he'll stay alive with a 1-2 count, does Way. Here's the pitch. And Way has one of those 3 errors on the board there for the Twins. Defensively. Here's the pitch. This one's he'll reach for, a little foul, and he'll stay alive with an even count at 2. Pitch. That one will come off of the batter, and he'll earn the base. And Lewiston will have 1 on here with no outs. That will take us to number 23, Alex Light. So light will settle in here. Bottom of fifth. A pitch outside by Orudos for ball one. Bottom of the fifth, 10-1 Yakima on the Stitches scoreboard. Runner at first steps away. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to bounce out to the shortstop. The throw to second is there to get the leadoff runner, but the one to first is not in time. No, they say it's in time, and they turn the double play. The 6-4-3 double play. So 2 down here, bottom of the fifth. That brings up number 7, A.J. Davis. And here's the pitch. Outside on the plate on the right-handed batter for strike one. Well, Rudos pitching a good one here. That one catches the plate for strike two. He's walked one batter, struck out 2, allowed 1 earned run off of 3 hits in 4 2/3 innings. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off, and the batter will stay alive with an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. This one will be hit out, bounced off the ground. Shortstop will pick it up. The throw to first is cannoned over there, and that will end the inning. So Lewiston goes 1, 2, 3, and we will have the top of the 6th in 60 seconds on Fox Sport, or on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. 14.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website and will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Missoula, Montana, Ogren Park at Allegiance Field, home of the Missoula Osprey, the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. And we are in the top of the 6th inning here. Yakima and Lewiston, Washington and Idaho reps for the tournament. And Yakima leads 10-1. At the plate for Yakima is number 11, Eric Housley, and he's got an even count at 1. Danny Robinson on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one's high, makes it 2-1 on the count. Yakima would get off to an early lead and hold on to it. That pitch inside on the left-handed batter. We go to a 3-1 count. Next game coming up at 12:30. And it is Medford Mustangs out of Oregon and Cheyenne Post 6 out of Wyoming. Winner of this game advances to the 4 o'clock game tomorrow. This one's going to be hit to the ground, second baseman, throw to first, and that will be the first out of the inning. That'll bring up number 10, Spencer Bailey. The loser will play in the 9:30 game tomorrow morning. The winner facing the winner of the 4 o'clock game between the Missoula Mavericks and Juneau Post 25 out of Alaska, and the loser will face the loser of that game. So an 0-1 count here. This one's going to be hopped out. Second baseman will pick it up on the hop. The throw to first. White's got to step off the bag, and that will allow the runner to get on. So Bailey is on base. That'll bring us to number 6, Colton Moen.
It's nice. A lot of these teams have had time to adjust. As you mentioned, Hawaii and Alaska, 3-4 hours behind, and most of these teams are, with the exception of Montana and Wyoming, just at least an hour behind. So it's nice to adjust for those morning games.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. Runner's going to advance. It's a ball, or actually it's a strike because he did swing on it. 0-1 on the count. The runner advancing to second got me all excited, Zach. Forgot where I was at.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, you know, Juneau, they made it in time for the banquet last night. I was talking to the coach after the banquet. He's like, I just want to get out of here and get these boys into bed. He wanted to get them. They had a long day on the plane. Swung on. This is going to bounce out to short. Picked up. Throw to first. Cannoned over, and it is there in time. No, it's not. It's wide. Runner's going to come around from second. He'll hold at third. And on the air, that will allow Moen to get on. Mitchell Belton coming to the plate now, number 20.
Number 20, Mitchell Belton.
Talking about that osprey earlier, the only mascot in its natural habitat. Still, it's been flying around lately. It was in its nest just a few minutes earlier.
Everybody settles in now. Not quite sure what they were waiting for, but everybody settles in. Runners at second and third, one out here. Top of the sixth. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Fouled up over the concession stands down the first baseline for strike one. And looking at Belton's stats here, 1 for 2 with a pair of runs and an RBI on the day. Here's the pitch. That one's inside high. Evens the count out at 1. So Yakima blasting out to an early lead and just holding the throttle down. Here's the pitch by Robinson. This one's going to be hit high, short into right field. Bounces in front of the right fielder. They'll bring the runner home from third, and Yakima will take an 11-1 lead over Lewiston. And we'll swing to the top of the batting order. Bryce Hegelson will come to the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Runners at first and second, one out here. Top of the sixth. Yakima and Lewiston, the Washington and Idaho. This one's going to be fouled off into the dugout of Lewiston down the third base line. Lewiston's got the third base line dugout. Yakima, the first base line dugout. You know, I'm not quite sure about the other stadiums or how things work. Some of the teams here in Montana, they do play in the Pioneer League stadiums. The Mavericks, they have a gorgeous facility, as we mentioned, out there. As Robinson steps off the mound, gets the runner to head back to second. But it's got to be pretty special for these young men to be able to play in a Pioneer League ballpark like this. This one's going to be hit short into right field, enough for the runner to get on. And we'll have loaded bases here with one out.
Well, especially like a stadium that's as nice as this. It is a nice stadium, and I believe it was voted second best in the Pioneer League in a recent poll, so definitely one of the nicer ones. And it was second to Dealer Park, which is a stadium built in, I believe, 2006. One of the newer stadiums in the league for sure.
That'll take us to Dak Archer with loaded bases and one out. Danny Robinson on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound. Here's the pitch. That one skins the inside of the plate on the left-handed batter for strike one. Want to welcome in and thank all the viewers that are watching on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. All these young players, they appreciate your support, cheering them on. All the moms and dads that weren't able to travel, we wanted to make sure you were able to cheer on your sports heroes. So we're bringing this presentation free of charge to you guys. That pitch inside. So thank you for tuning in and cheering on these young men. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two. Loaded bases. They go ahead and strike out the batter as the scoreboard was a strike behind here. So now we have two outs, loaded bases, and Justin Vandebrake coming to the plate here. Top of the 6th inning. Yakima leads 11-1 over Lewiston. Here's the pitch by Robinson. Outside for ball 1 on the right-handed batter. Vandebrake, 3 for 3 at the plate. Has been walked once. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go down the first base line. It'll kiss the first base line. Picked up by White. He'll get the tag for the out before the runner gets home, and that will end the inning. So they'll leave 3, they'll score 1, and it's 11-1, bottom of the 6th, coming up in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Some changes in life are too painful to go through alone, and Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament. Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Stitches can handle your large-scale projects for your team, special event, or for your organization. With their on-site graphic artists and design support team, Stitches can help you turn your idea into a compelling logo. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Stitches, we make you look good.
Welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen here, and we've got the Washington and Idaho reps playing right now in the first game. Yakima leading Lewiston 11-1 on the Stitches scoreboard. Bottom of the 6th inning, and leading off for Lewiston is number 25, the first baseman, Luke White. On the mound for Yakima is Orudis, Xander Orudis. 5 innings pitched. He's allowed 1 run off of 3 hits, struck out 2 batters, walked 1. That 1 run has been earned. And White with an even count at 1. White's batting. He's 0 for 1 with a run. He's been walked 1 time. That pitch outside makes it 2-0 on the count. He did spend some time on the mound. As well. Here's the pitch. Even count at 2 now for White. Next game coming up at 12:30. Medford Mustangs and Cheyenne Post 6. That one's going to be kissed down the third base line, and White's going to get on with a single here. That'll take us to number 20, Jaden Phillips. Phillips, 1 for 2. He settles in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to go into the grassy knoll area down the third baseline for general admission seating. That'll be a popular spot once the late games come and the sun has got that area all shaded down.
Oh yeah, it's a nice place to sit. Got some soft grass, and it's a nice angle for sure.
Here's the pitch. That one's inside. Phillips has got to skinny out of the way as it slides by. We even count at 1. No outs here. Runner at first in White. 11-1 Yakima on the Stitches scoreboard. Here's the pitch. That one's inside as well. Move to a 2-1 count here. In the on deck, number 26, Chase Atkinson. Rudo settles on the mound. Checks the runner at first. Now the pitch. That one's high. And White's got a 3-1. Phillips has got a 3-1 count now. They'll check the runner at first, and now the pitch. And they'll go ahead and walk the third baseman. That'll bring up Chase Atkinson, the catcher, number 26 for Lewiston. And Danny Robinson goes to the on deck. So runners at first and second, no outs here for Lewiston. Trying to get back into it here, and that's going to bring the coach out from the dugout and have a conference with Orudos. You know, it may be hot outside, but it's always cold in hockey and lacrosse, Wolf. I mean, for extreme sports, they're the place to shop. And this time of year is the time to get in there and get those put together so that you can get yourself ready for the hockey season, which is coming up in just a few short weeks.
It was a smooth transition. I appreciated that.
Stop in or visit them online at hockeywolf.com and get your hockey and lacrosse gear now while it's hot out.
It's crazy to think hockey season is soon upon us.
We're back into the action here. Runners at first and second with no outs here for Lewiston. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter of Atkinson for strike one. Danny Robinson in the on deck. Xander Orudos on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go over the shortstop's head. They're going to go ahead and bring the runner around. White will come around third. The throw back into second. The runner will be safe. And Lewiston makes it 11-2 on the Stitches scoreboard with no outs and a runner at first and second. That brings up Danny Robinson, the current pitcher, and Chris Powell goes to the on deck. It's late, but we've seen things like this mount before. And it looks like we've got teams warming up in the batters' batting cages behind the stadium along the river. First pitch is a ball to Robinson. Runners at first and second. They step away, each with a step lead. Here's the pitch. That one's low. Makes it 2-0 on the count. No action in the bullpen for either team. Orudos has stood tall on the mound. He settles, checks the runner at second. Two-step lead for the runner. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the left-handed batter. We've got strike one here for Robinson. So a 2-1 count here. Trying to see the scoreboard as the sun's moved into position where it's starting to get a little bit darker on the scoreboard. Hard to see. And he'll step off, does Orudos. Forces the runners back to their bases. Orudos settles now. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go foul into the grassy knoll general admission seating. Wow, and that one just settled up alongside the wall. It didn't roll down the hill. Found the sweet spot up there on the wall.
It's perfect placement.
So an even count at 2 now for Robinson. Here's the pitch. This one hit out into left field, and it'll go right into the glove. Runners are forced back to their bases, and that'll be out number 1. That'll take us to number 24, Chris Powell. And Colt Olson will go to the on deck. So we've got a team out there warming up in the batting cages. Between the stadium and the river, the Osprey have their batting cages set up. It's really sweet out there. And I believe That is Medford that's warming up out there. They play at 12:30. This one hit out. Skins past the second baseman. They're going to go ahead and bring the runner around from third. The throw home. Here we come with the ball. It's not going to make it in time. And the Twins add another run to make it 11-3 on the Stitches scoreboard with runners at first and second and one out. It's only the bottom of the sixth, Zach, but the Rally Hats, they're out.
They're not ready for this game to be over.
One thing that I do know, as Colt Olson comes into the batter's box here, is the Twins are not a die team. They will fight all the way through. 11-3 on the Stitches scoreboard here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt is Olson with runners at first and second. That one slices the plate for strike one. Riley Way in the Access Fitness on deck circle. They're still trying to search for that ball. I wonder if there's a gutter hole or something. Nope, he found it. They were searching pretty hard for that ball. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside of the plate on the left-handed batter. Make it 0-2 on the count here for Olson.
Had to go in pretty deep just to
Yeah,
made it
he
a good
did.
way.
Had to get down on his hands and knees to search for that one.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
0-2 count, one out. Runners at first and second for the Twins. Here's the pitch, swung on. This one's going to go foul hard over the netting on the third base line. Olson will stay alive. He is 0 for 1 on the day. And that's as good as his stats are going to get for the moment. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. Makes it 1-2 on the count. He'll adjust his shoe for a moment and settles back in. Rudus settles in. Checks the runner at second, and now the pitch. This one will be hit out. Second baseman's going to get it in the dirt. The throw to first will get the out. The runner at third will have to skin back in, and he'll get there just in time. And that'll bring Riley Way to the plate.
Number 11, Riley Way.
And runners at second and third with 2 outs here for the Twins. And we've got another team here. Looks like Juneau over the first base line here. They're coming in, getting ready to go. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball one. Most of these teams, from what I understand, are staying at the Holiday Inn Parkside downtown. Great facility for these teams to be able to stay at downtown, and there's nothing like the city life here in downtown Missoula. 2-0 on the count.
Well, we've got a beautiful downtown. River flowing right before it.
Little jealous of Billings, though, because they do have the brewery district where you can kind of walk around and visit all the breweries down there. But Missoula, love my hometown. This one's going to be hit out over the second baseman's head. They're going to bring the runners in from second and third. Riley will get on with 2 RBIs. And it's now 11-5 Lewiston here in the bottom of the sixth. And Alex Light will come to the plate. Never say die. Wasn't that part of A League of Their Own?
Sounds about right. Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks? Sounds like something Tom Hanks would say. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball one on Light.
Said a lot of good things in his day.
A.J. Davis in the on-deck circle. The Access Fitness on-deck circle for Lewiston. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be hit out into left field. And with 2 outs here, Lewiston has runners at first and second. Still no action in the bullpen, or in the bullpen. Well, Rudus, they're going to let him battle away. I do see the coach down there making notes on his board there. So A.J. Davis steps into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Rudos. Now we do have, looks like somebody's warming up down there. Yep. Action in the Yakima bullpen. Number 16, I believe, is the young man that came out. I'll have to double check that because I don't have a 16 on my roster for Yakima. 2-0 count here at the plate for Davis.
I believe that's Riley Quincy, number 22.
Number 22, okay.
Yeah.
2-0 count here. Pitches outside, makes it 3-0. They update the scoreboard, so it says 11-5 now. Davis settles back in here. Here's the pitch. Outside. They'll go ahead and walk the batter to load the bases. And that brings up the very heavy bat of Luke White. And the manager for Yakima comes out.
114. 114.
Calling for the pitch count. 114 is the pitch count for Orutas. Now, Zach, they have a 120 pitch count in Legion Baseball. Once they hit the 120, they've got to pull the pitcher out, and he's got to have rest for 4 days.
It's a good rule to have. You don't want to overwork a lot of these young guys.
Well, you know, and it's played havoc with some of the state tournaments here. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit deep, hard, down the third base line. It's going to go foul. Had that been about 10 feet to the right, that would have been a homer that would have lit this place up.
That's that big bat you were talking about.
That one came off just the end of the bat. Had he been able to connect all with that, I think he would have had a little straighter line down the third base line there. Either way, it's an 0-1 count now. 2 outs, bases loaded. Bottom of the 6th. Yakima leads 11-5 here over the Twins. Norudu steps off the mound. Yeah, the 120 pitch count I know has messed with some of the tournaments over the last weekend. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to foul up over our heads for strike 2. But these, in the past, if a pitcher's been able to pitch on the opening day, they would be able to use them on the final day if the team made it there. But it's 4 days of rest. So if you have a pitcher hit the 120 pitch count, they're done for the tournament.
It's a pretty big thing, especially if you're bringing out your best pitcher in the first game. Don't want to use them all up, but at the same time, you don't want to throw away the game. It's a tough position.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be hit down the third base line. They'll get the tag at third for the out, and that will end the inning. So the Twins will get 4. They'll leave 3, and it's 11-5 on the Stitches scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome to Access Fitness, where there's no initiation fees and no contracts. You just get results. With the top-of-the-line equipment to help you reach your fitness goals at your convenience, and 5 locations in western Montana cities, no matter where you venture, you can access your fitness home. Access Fitness is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can work out at your schedule. Access Fitness, no initiation fees, no contracts, just results. Access Fitness is a proud sponsor of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Feel stuck to your computer when you're cheering on your Prep Sports hero when you can't make it to the game? Well, now you don't have to. The Missoula Prep Sports Network has the app for all of Missoula high school sports fans.
It doesn't get any better than this. This is the future.
Just search Missoula Prep Sports Network in either the iTunes or Google Play app stores and take the game on the go.
How fantastic is that?
The Missoula Prep Sport Network knows that life is busy. You don't have time to sit by the computer. Download the app and take the game with you.
Welcome back to Ogren Park at Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton and Zach Allen for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have continued coverage of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. And on the Stitches scoreboard here in the top of the 7th inning, Yakima leads Lewiston 11-5, and leading off for Yakima, number 4, Xander Arudis, the pitcher. Danny Robinson on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound. First pitch is a ball. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be hit on a line out to left field and caught easily by the left fielder, Colt Olson. I don't think he had to get out of his stance for that one, Zach.
Yeah, didn't. Stood up a little bit, and just kind of landed in his glove.
That'll take us to number 32, the first baseman, Colt Dietrich, for Yakima. Here's the first pitch. Catches the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter for strike one. So Dietrich 0 for 3 with an RBI. That pitch is outside. Evens the count out at 1. 1 out here, top of the 7th. The Twins. This one's going to be hit straight up in the air into right field. Right fielder is there, and that'll be out number 2. The Twins get away from the 10-run rule in the bottom of the 6th as they put up 4 runs to make it 11-5. With 2 outs here, that'll bring us to number 11, Eric Towsley. Here's the pitch. That one slices the plate in half for strike one. So Robinson, he would come in. We'd start out with Baldwin. He would pitch an inning and a third, allow 7 runs, or 6 runs off of 7 hits. White would come in and relieve for him. He would allow 4 runs off of 4 hits. And now Robinson is in. This one's going to be hit down the third base line, and they say foul, and he'll stay alive with the 0-2 count. Robinson now settles. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go foul over the Osprey clubhouse, and he'll stay alive with an 0-2 count. 2 outs here, top of the 7th. Yakima leads Lewiston 11-5, and a pass ball down the first base line and ends the inning. So 1-2-3 goes Yakima. Bottom of the 7th in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome to Access Fitness, where there's no initiation fees and no contracts. You just get results. With the top-of-the-line equipment to help you reach your fitness goals at your convenience, and 5 locations in western Montana cities, no matter where you venture, you can access your fitness home. Access Fitness is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can work out at your schedule. Access Fitness, no initiation fees, no contracts, just results. Access Fitness is a proud sponsor of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports Heroes. Welcome back to Ogren Park at Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Yakima and Lewiston, the Washington and Idaho representatives, starting things off here for the tournament. And Yakima leads 11-5. We've got a change on the mound. Number 22, Riley Quincy, on the mound. So Xander Orudis is done. They're letting Quincy warm up just a little bit here. There's the throw to second to start the inning here. And leading off for Lewiston is number 20, Jaden Phillips.
Number 20, Jaden Phillips.
So let's take a look here at Orudis' stats here. He pitched 6 innings, allow 5 runs off of 8 hits. All 5 of those runs would be earned. Walk 3 batters and strike out 2. That, I'd say, is a pretty stellar game to pitch.
Yeah.
0-1 count here. First pitch is a strike to Phillips.
As you mentioned, over 100.
This one's going to be hit squarely into left field, deep, and that'll be out number 1.
Almost near 120 pitches, if not over.
Real close to the 120. I think that's why they pulled him out. He was at 114 at one point, and they have that 120 pitch count. That'll bring us to number 26, Chase Atkinson. And if they're at 118, 119, they let the pitcher finish out the batter before they pull him. This one's going to be hit foul or hit fair down the first base line. Actually, it will land just a hair foul. Another troubling corner down the baselines here. And that'll make it 0-2 on the count, 0-1 on the count.
Yeah, had that stayed fair, that could have been trouble for the right fielder and could have potentially been a triple.
That had a sick twist off the bat the way it came down the line.
Yeah, definitely.
Regardless, it's an 0-1 count here with 1 out. Bottom of the 7th, 11-5, Yakima on the Stitcher scoreboard. That pitch outside on the right-handed batter evens it out at 1.
Almost like a golf swing. I don't know if you're a golfer, Chris, but
you know, I like to go out and beat some balls around. I'm not real good at it, but I like to beat the ball around when it's on the ground. Not much of a baseball player because the ball's not stationary, but golf's a little bit better for me because the ball's stationary. I don't have to think about how to, swing so much.
Yeah.
Or when to swing. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit into the glove of the shortstop for out number 2.
The concession stand grill is up and running.
It's a frustrating sport for sure.
It is. That'll bring us to Danny Robinson, the pitcher for the Twins, with 2 outs here. You know, it's a lot of muscle memory.
Yeah.
As long as you swing the club the same way, the exact same way every single time, high pitch for ball 1, then you're doing all right.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got to hit a home run every time, so I just try to kill the ball, and it never works. Pitch outside makes it 2-0 on the count.
Seems like always the more relaxed you are, the further it goes, and then the harder you swing, the shorter it goes.
Exactly. That pitch outside makes it... Oh, that one catches the plate. Makes it 2-1 on the count here for Robinson. Robinson, a left-handed batter. He's 0 for 3 on the day. This one's going to be fouled off, and we'll even the count out at 2. Yeah, and I just, for some reason when I golf, I can't relax. And they always say, just relax, just relax. And that one's going to go in the dirt. We'll go to a 3-2 count here.
It's a fun time, though.
Oh, it's a good time. I have a ton of fun every time we do it. You know, I lived in Phoenix from 96 to 2000, and down there in the summertime, here's the pitch. Swung on. This is going to be hit right at the pitcher. Picked up by the second baseman. He can't field it, and Robinson will get on. That'll take us to Chris Powell. But down there in the summertime, it's so hot. You know, the golf courses down there, regular cost to go and golf is, you know, anywhere between $60 and $200, depending on the course. Well, in the summertime, you can go golf for $10 because it's so hot they can't get people to come out there. So
Really?
we would always hit the golf courses in the summertime. You know, you get off work and it's 5 o'clock and it's 112 degrees out. Let's go golfing.
Yeah. It's miserable being in that hot of weather, though.
Swung on and missed for Powell for strike 1. You know, I always tell people I live down there. I'm a Montana boy, born in eastern Montana, raised here in Missoula. And down there in Phoenix, it's just a dry heat. And that's, I mean, you don't really sweat. As long as you take water. This one's going to be hit down the first baseline. Fair. Just out of the reach of the first baseman. And the runner will advance around. They're going to go ahead and bring him home. A miscue out there in right field. I don't know why. Number 10, Spencer Bailey, held the ball down there, but it allowed the runner to come around, and Robinson would score from first to make it 11-6 here in the bottom of the 7th.
That's that first to home time you were talking about earlier.
And that'll bring up Colt Olson. Throw to first for the pickoff, back in time. You know, we had the pass play just a few moments ago. Last night in MLB, they had a pass play that got the guy unsafe.
Really?
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Yeah, I've never seen it ever happen. But the catcher, when he went to throw down the ball down the line, from the way I understand it from this morning listening to it, this one's going to be hit foul, and it will land in the bullpen for the Twins down the third base line. But from what I understand, the catcher wasn't able to field the ball off of it and get the throw, and that's why the runner made it to first.
You don't see that very often. I remember a few years ago, I think it was a Michigan baseball game, they ended up losing the game on a strikeout.
Interesting things that happen here with baseball. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the plate. And we'll have a 1-2 count. These Twins were involved with a pretty hectic game with the Memorial Tournament when they were here with Bellevue. We'd have all 3 coaches tossed out of the game. Here's the pitch. That one's outside, evens the count out at 2. But they would have all 3 coaches tossed. Bellevue would. The original pitcher, he was the pitching coach as they finished out the game. It's just a crazy, and then the inning that it happened that the coaches got tossed out in, there was like 5 or 6 hit by pitches in that inning as well. I mean, it was just a pandemonium, crazy thing that happened with these Twins. This one's going to be hit right at the pitcher, out of the reach of the shortstop, and the batter will get on. Olson, with runners at first and second and 2 outs here. That'll bring up Riley Way. Just some crazy things that happen in baseball. We've got communication here with one of the umpires coming down and speaking with Jeff Maxey from Greeley. He's our plate umpire. Eric Holden down the first base line out of Yakima, and our third base, Missoula's very own Max Cannon. So with 2 outs here, runners at first and second. Leadoff batter Riley Way in the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Here's the pitch. Catches the plate for strike 1. Way 1 for 2 with a pair of RBIs. On the mound, Riley Quincy for Yakima. He would come in at the top of this inning here for Rudus, who was close to that 120 pitch count. This one's going to be bounced out and caught in right field, and that will end the inning. So the Twins, they will leave 2, they'll score 1, and it's 11-6 on the Stitches scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 30 years, Garden of Eden has passionately pursued to aid Missoula's area churches in their mission to evangelize the surrounding areas. Garden of Eden has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop in to visit their full-service coffee bar and luscious homemade fudge. Shop their online store and get free shipping on orders of $69 or more. Visit them at www.shopgardenofreden.com or stop by their store at 2621 Brooks. Garden of Eden is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports and the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again.
Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here with Zach Allen as we have Game 1 of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Yakima out of Washington and Lewiston out of Idaho. And Yakima leads 11-6 here in the top of the 8th inning. The leadoff batter, he's going to hit this one deep and hard into center field. And coming up with it with the catch for out number 1. That was number 10. Spencer Bailey, and now we've got Colton Moen. Actually, number 22, Riley Quincy, is going to come to the plate for the first time today. Quincy will settle in, and that puts Mitchell Belton in. So I imagine Colton Moen is done behind the plate, and Orudus is now there. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate. We've got an 0-2 count here. Danny Robinson on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound. Here's the pitch. This one will be fouled off, and he'll stay alive with the 0-2 count. That one will be low, and we'll have a 1-2 count. Want to welcome in all of the viewers that are viewing on the Missoula Prep Sports Network or the Missoula Prep Sports Network app. Thank you for tuning in and cheering on these young men, making them feel like the sports heroes they truly are. This one's going to be bounced off in front of the plate, picked up by the second baseman. The throw to first is there in time, and that'll be out number 2. Now we have Mitchell Belton. He'll settle in. Belton, 2 for 3. 2 runs, 2 RBIs, and he's been walked once. They're using Game Tracker for the stats here. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be bounced off the glove of Robinson, picked up by the second baseman. The throw to first is there in time, and that'll end the inning. So the Yakima will go 1, 2, 3. We'll have the bottom of the 8th here in 60 seconds on Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has the news on Missoula and surrounding communities' sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Follow us on Twitter at MPSN406. MPSN406.com, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen for the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Number 23, Alex Light.
Yakima leads Lewiston 11-6 on the Stitches scoreboard. Bottom of the 8th inning here, and leading off for the Twins is number 23, Alex Light. On the mound, Riley Quincy for Yakima. Here's the pitch. That one will be low and outside. It will catch the ball, catch the plate, as the umpire, Jeff Maxey, calls strike 1. The Twins would get into it. This one's going to be fouled off for strike 2. The Twins would get into it late. They would pick up a run in the 4th, and they would earn 4 runs. and add another one in the 7th to make it 6. The Yakima, they would get things early, earning a run in the first, 5 in the 2nd, and 3 in the 3rd. They've been able to hang 5 and another run up in the 5th and 6th inning. That's why they lead 11-6 here. We've got Medford and Cheyenne getting ready to go. This one's going to be hit up over the head of the second baseman, and Light will get on. That'll bring us to A.J. Davis, and White will go to the on deck. So no outs here. Bottom of the 8th. Next game scheduled for 12:30, as I said. Cheyenne and of Wyoming and Medford of Oregon coming up at 12:30. Of that one, they'll probably be just a hair late. I think they're scheduling 45 minutes between games, but we'll check on that. Outside, catches the plate on the right-handed batter for strike 1. The 4 o'clock game, that'll be the Missoula Mavericks, the host team, versus Juneau, post 25. Here's the throw to first. And Light dives back in. He's got pride stripes on that jersey now. Quincy now with the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go high, short, and it'll drop in front of the center fielder, and the runners will get on. Miscommunication between the second baseman and the center fielder on that one. The center fielder had a bead on it, but I don't know why he didn't come up. He was only a half a step away and had plenty of time. Either way, there's runners at first and second for the Twins. And coming to the plate is the heavy bat of Luke White. I've seen him knock him over the fence at Lindbergh Craig Field, which is deeper than the fence here at Ogren Park. He had one that went foul down the third base line last at bat. That was more than enough to reach over the fence. First pitch to him is a strike. Runners at first and second, no outs. Bottom of the 8th. Yakima leads Lewiston 11-6. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go over the shortstop's head. They're going to bring the runner around from second. He'll come home. The throw to home, not there in time. He'll slide in, and the Twins earn another run to make it 11-7. Zach, this one's getting to be a pretty good game now.
All of a sudden, we have a 4-run game.
No outs. Runners at first and second. And that brings up number 20, Jaden Phillips.
Like you said, this Lewiston team never says die. They're sticking with it. They've definitely come around.
And Quincy, taking a moment. I don't have players' bios here, Zach, but Quincy, he's got to be all of about 6'6", maybe 6'4", somewhere in that range. He's a tall, skinny young man. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit right at him. He'll glove it. The throw to second. Touch on the bag. Throw to first is high and out. Runner will get on, but the runner at second is out for out number 1, and the Twins have runners on the corners here. Number 26, Chase Atkinson, comes to the plate. Atkinson settles in. Runners at first and third. 1 out here. Bottom of the 8th. Quincy on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one's going to skin the inside of the plate for strike 1. Atkinson 1 for 4 with a run and an RBI. It's been struck out once. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit just in between second and first. The runner will come home from third in Robinson, and it's now 11-8, Zach.
One swing of the bat, and this could all all be tied up. It's hard to believe. Just earlier in the game, we were talking about it being a 10-run rule.
We were talking about the 10-run rule early on, but the Twins, they battle back, and now it's 11-8 on the Stitches scoreboard with 1 out. Runners at first and second. And Danny Robinson is in this Hockey Wolf batter's box. Quincy with the pitch. That one's inside on the left-handed batter for strike 1. One out here, bottom of 8. Twins sneaking their way back into this one. Cheyenne and Medford, they are on their toes, ready to go for the next game. That one will catch the plate, evens the count out at 1. We will have red on red in the next game.
Maybe slightly more difficult than the white on black and green.
Yeah. Quincy now ready for the pitch. It's on its way. Swung on. This one's going to go down the third base line, but it will land in the bullpen and hop up the grassy knoll in the general admission seating down the third base line there.
It's nice with these Lewiston jerseys. They have the yellow outline. Makes them a lot easier to see. If they were just the green on black, that would definitely be difficult to read.
1-2 count here for Robinson. He's 1 for 4 with a run. Here's the pitch. He lets that one go on the outside and evens the count out at 2. He settles in, does Quincy. And now the pitch. This one's going to be hit. Picked up by the third baseman. The throw to second for the out. Down the line to first is there in time. They turn the double play. So the Twins, they'll get 2 runs. They'll leave 1 on base, and it is 11-8 going into the top of the 9th. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Wondering what this week's fishing editions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the I Fly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at I Fly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow I Fly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. I Fly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Ogren Park at Allegiance Field in beautiful Missoula, Montana. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, joined by Zach Allen, painting the picture here as we are in the top of the 9th inning here. Yakima leads Lewiston 11-8, and we've got action in the bullpen for Yakima down the first base line. They're wanting to see if they can finish this out. They'll first batter to lead off is the leadoff batter for Yakima, Bryce Hegelson. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and this one's going to be hit right out past the shortstop. He's not able to glove it, and Hegelson will get on. That'll take us to Dak Archer, the shortstop.
It's been kind of past 2 innings, couple 1, 2, 3 innings for Yakima. It's different, certainly different from their beginnings. Jumping out to the 11-1 lead early on.
Danny Robinson on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound. He'll check the runner at first over his left shoulder, and now the pitch. Bunt laid down. It's going to go foul down the first base line. Well, we want to thank all of you viewers and listeners tuning in here and cheering on these young men. They greatly appreciate your support. They've worked so hard to get to this point. We knew that a lot of you fans weren't able to make it out to the game, so we wanted to give you that experience at no charge. We came up a little bit short on our funding. That one's going to be hit down the first base line. The throw to first, the tag, and he's going to be safe. The runner will come around to third. We were hoping to be able to get a new camera for you guys before we had presentation, but we came up a little bit short. If you know of anybody that would be interested in donating to the cause, well, go ahead and go onto our website, www.mpsn406.com. And at the bottom of the page, we've got a link for our contact. Just send us an email and let us know, and we'll put that together. We appreciate you tuning in and supporting these young men to make them feel like the sports heroes they are. No outs here for Yakima. Top of the ninth. They've got runners at first and third. Here's the pitch.
That last bunt, just a textbook bunt. It's tough play for the defense. Couldn't come over. It's a tough one when the pitcher has to cover like that.
Number 2, Justin Van de Break in the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Robinson settles. Can't quite tell who's down the line warming up. It's a 30 or a 40, either Jonah Callaghan or Dylan Larson. I know it's got a 0 on the second number there, but I can't get the first number made out. Even count at 1 here for Van de Break. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to roll out to left field. The runner will come home from third. And it's now 12-8 Yakima with runners at first and second with no outs.
Number 4, Xander Orudos.
That'll bring up Xander Orudos. Started out on the mound, and when Quincy would come in, he would slide in behind the plate as the catcher. He'll hit this one out over the shortstop's head into center field, and we'll load the bases up here with no outs. That'll take us to number 32, Colton Dietrich. Dietrich, 0 for 4. He's got an RBI. He's been struck out one time. Danny Robinson on the mound. No movement in the Twins bullpen. This one will be hit high and deep into left field. Olson is there. They'll throw home for out number 1. The runner will come home from third, and he'll get there safely, and it's now 13-8. Yakima as they rebuild their lead here in the top of the ninth. Runners at first and second for Yakima. And number 11, Eric Towsley, will come to the plate. Yakima has been able to get their 13 runs off of 19 hits. Idaho, 8 runs off of 15 hits. So the bats have been swinging. And that one's going to go in the dirt. The runner will hold at second and first. 1-0 count here. For Towsley. Robinson coming in. He's got 3 2/3 innings under his belt, allowed 3 runs off of 8 hits, all 3 earned, and he struck out 2 batters. That one's going to be a ball. The one thing I don't have is the pitch count. I know that none of these boys are going to run into, for the Twins, run into the 120 pitch count here. Kind of interesting to see how their balls and strikes are going. That one's going to be bunted down, picked up. The throw to first will not be made, and Yakima loads the bases back up here with 1 out in the top of the 9th.
A couple of really nice bunts in this inning.
Number 10, Spencer
That
Bailey.
takes us to number 10, Spencer Bailey. Bailey, 1 for 4 with 3 runs. He's been walked once. Here's the pitch, swung on. This one's going to float up in the air. It's going to hang out right at the edge of the fringe. The right fielder will come in. That'll be out number 2, and the runners will hold. That'll bring up number 22, Riley Quincy, the pitcher. So Quincy will settle in, and Belton will be in the on deck. Loaded bases with 2 outs here, top of the 9th. 13-8 on the Stitches scoreboard. Yakima in the lead. That pitch outside on Robinson for ball 1. Fans are starting to make their way in here. We've got Cheyenne and Medford waiting in the wings. They've got the 12:30 game. I imagine that game's going to start just a hair late, as we are at 12:06, and I believe they're allowing 30 minutes. I can't remember if it's 30 or 45 minutes, but we'll get it squared away. And that game will be ready to go. Here's the pitch, swung on. This one's going to go right into the glove of the second baseman. They end the inning. So Yakima, they would leave 3, score 2, and it's 13-8. Bottom of the 9th, all the marbles set to go here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Stitches can handle your large-scale projects for your team, special event, or for your organization. With their on-site graphic artists and design support team, Stitches can help you turn your idea into a compelling logo. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Stitches, we make you look good.
Feel stuck to your computer when you're cheering on your Prep Sports hero when you can't make it to the game? Well, now you don't have to. The Missoula Prep Sports Network has the app for all of Missoula high school sports fans.
Doesn't get any better than this. This is the future.
Just search Missoula Prep Sports Network in either the iTunes or Google Play app stores and take the game on the go.
How fantastic is that?
The Missoula Prep Sport Network knows that life is busy. You don't have time to sit by the computer. Download the app and take the game with you.
Welcome back to Oakland Park at Allegiance Field, Missoula, Montana. Chris Stratton, Zach Allen for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the 9th inning, all the marbles here between Yakima and the Twins. The Twins down 13-8 on the Stitches scoreboard. And Zach, I just checked in with the press box, and they said that they can get this field ready in 15 minutes. So they're looking to see if they can get this game, the next game, going at 12:30.
Yeah, there's a lot of games going on, so just trying to get it in a good and as quickly as possible.
First pitch catches the outside of the plate for Chris Powell for strike 1. This game, it's pushing into that 3-hour mark here. We're at 2 hours and
as you mentioned earlier, they're doing a good job of maintaining this field, so it's a dry day like this, they gotta.
This one's going to be hit deep into center field. Center fielder's getting on his bike, riding back out there, but he can't get it. It's off the wall, the warning track, and Powell will have a stand-up double to get things going here in the bottom of the 9th. That'll take us to Colt Olson, the left fielder. He's had a couple of nice plays out there in left field. He's got some good wheels, too.
Yeah, he's covered a lot of ground. A lot of those high balls he's been able to cover in that gap, and it could have been trouble, but he's definitely pulled through for them.
And it looks like we're going to have a pitching switch here. Looks like they're going to bring the right fielder in for Yakima, Spencer Bailey. He's coming in to grab a new mitt. Manager's on his way out to the mound. And the ball is handed over, and we're going to have the switch. And we'll see who they switch out into right field. We'll step aside for 60 seconds while they let the new pitcher warm up, and we square away what's going on here. Right here on Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Some changes in life are too painful to go through alone, and Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has the news on Missoula and surrounding communities' sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Follow us on Twitter at MPSN406. MPSN406.com, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here with Zach Allen as we have continued coverage all 15 games this weekend of the Northwest Regional Tournament, 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. We are in the closing stretch here of game number 1, Yakima, the Washington representative, versus Lewiston, the Idaho representative. Yakima leads 13-8. We had a switch on the mound, and Spencer Bailey would come in from right field, and Riley Quincy, he would go out to right field, and so now Bailey set to pitch. We do have another pitcher warming up in the bullpen for Yakima. In the Hockey Wolf batter's box, Colt Olson. No outs here, and we have a runner at second in Chris Powell. Here's the first pitch. Bunt laid down. It's going to go foul. In the on-deck circle, Riley Way for the Twins. So 0-1 count here. Bailey looking to see if he can shut this down before there's a rally. The Twins, they're firing up to see if they can get a rally going. They're down by 5. 13-8 on the Stitches scoreboard. Yakima. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Off the grips. It's going to go short into center field. It's going to hop between the center fielder and the second baseman. Runner advances from second to third. And with no outs here, the Twins have runners on the corners. And Riley Way comes to the plate. Way, 1 for 3, a couple of RBIs. Bailey settles on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one is outside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. Those of you that are checking in for game number 2, that was going to be, I believe, just a hair late. They say that this game, they can set up the field in 15 minutes here, and I believe it. Ed does a phenomenal job. The grounds crew here for the Osprey. Ed, the head groundskeeper, great guy. And we've got a 2-0 count here for Way. He's a car guy, Zach, and he's got himself an old Jeep Wrangler, or Jeep that he's fixed up, and he's got the engine all cherried out.
Oh, wow.
Candy apple red. It's a lot of fun to watch him drive around in that car. He's got a big old stereo into it, too.
He doesn't drive it on the field, does he?
No, no. 2-1 count now here for Way. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. No outs. Now we've got a 3-1 count.
I've seen a lot of people doing that around town, just driving with their Jeeps with the doors off and the tops off.
Montana's a great place to do that.
Yeah. A lot of scenic drives.
Well, you know, it's a place any direction you go, in 10 minutes you're out of town. This one's going to go up over the head of the left fielder. That'll bring runners around from third. The runner's going to come around and score, and we've got a 13-10 game here with no outs. A stand-up double for Way. That'll bring up Alex Light.
There's life in that Lewiston dugout. They are getting excited.
Yeah, there's no quit in them. They will fight tooth and nail to the end. So no outs here. Bottom of the 9th. And Alex Light in the Hockey Wolf batter's box. First pitch is a ball. Spencer Bailey on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound. He steps off for a moment. And we've got Way at second. That's why these two teams are in the tournament. Top of their state. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit. It's going to go short, high, and the second baseman's got it for out number 1. Way will hold at second. That'll bring up A.J. Davis. A.J. Davis, 1 for 4 with a run. He's been walked one time. Davis, a very capable batter. He'll call time and step out of the box.
And in the third spot, he's got some power to him as well.
He does, and then we've got Luke White right behind him.
Yeah. Could be an interesting next few at-bats.
Here's the pitch. Catches the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter for strike 1. So we've got Cheyenne and Medford waiting in the wings patiently. They were scheduled for 12:30. This one's going to be bounced out past the shortstop. Runner's going to hold at third, and with one out here, the Twins have runners at first and third. And the very capable bat of Luke White comes to the plate. We've seen his power today. I've witnessed it in the past 2 seasons with the Mavericks Memorial Tournament, but today he's been able to show it off as well.
2 of the biggest foul balls we've seen today over that left field wall.
Winner of the game plays at 4 tomorrow. Loser plays at 9:30. This one's going to be popped up, and it's out, number 2. Runner's going to come home from third, and it's now 13-11 with 2 outs. Yakima, the Twins knocking on the door. That'll take us to Jaden Phillips. And he will settle into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Runner at first, 2 outs. 13-11. Yakima. First pitch is a strike. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit into left field. It's a floater. It's going to be caught, and that will end the game. So Yakima gets the win, 13-11. They'll advance on in the winner's bracket. Lewiston will face the loser at 9:30 tomorrow morning. We want to thank all of our sponsors for sponsoring today's tournament. Stitches, Garden of Reading, Cunningham Law Office, Hockey Wolf, Access Fitness, and Mike's Print and Copy. We'll have the next game up here for you shortly. Yakima gets the win, 13-11.